Hello and welcome to an unboxing video from RC Empire, and welcome to a super special one with a model that we've been so excited about and wanted for a very long time, and one that I know a lot of you have actually been asking for, probably more so than any other model out there at the moment, the legendary Kyosho Fantom. And yes, this is the brand spanking new re-release model from Kyosho, which up until now has sold out almost instantly from every retailer because it's such a stunning and high quality model, as you'll see in the coming episodes. However, it will be back in stock around November time at a number of retailers and model stores, who you'll be able to find on the RC Empire website, which will be out very soon. So do click the link below, follow the web address and subscribe to RC Empire for all the launch news, launch giveaways and all your hobby resources and needs from across the industry, because it is going to be huge and really help the community to grow, so we need your support. But here we are, the Kyosho Fantom. Now quickly, a quick bit of background. The original Fantom was released in 1983, 37 years ago. That's pre-USA 1, pre-Optima, pre-Ultima, and was out at around about the same time as the Kyosho Tomahawk. It's a chain-driven, 4-wheel drive, 1/12th scale precision race car, and was loved back in the day when 12th scale racing was huge. And actually, it still is big, so do check it out and get involved. And as with all Kyosho models, especially the legendary series, the Fantom has a ton of amazingly engineered components and mechanisms that we'll be talking about in detail in the next episode as we take a look at the parts and start the build. But enough talking, let's get down to business and see what we've got. And here it is. Look at that. I cannot wait for the hobby stores to get this in their windows. Just look at that. This is a typical classic shop window model, something really quite special, and with that awesome box art and really neat packaging and pretty bling, as you'll see in a second. Now quickly, on the front we have a picture of exactly what the model should look like once it's built and painted. And as you can see, it's a 12th scale radio controlled electric powered 4-wheel drive racing car. The king is back, and I can't wait to start seeing these in the pits and out on track, because it will be a blast from the past. Actually, the box is pretty small, smaller than a typical Tamiya TT02 box and much smaller than the Ultima box we saw last time. You could just imagine popping into your local hobby shop, picking up one of these and beaming from ear to ear on your way home. Now on the sides we have a bit of text, as well as on the top and bottom, and on the back, exactly the same as the classic models always had, we've got some cool pictures and all the details and features of the model that we'll take a look at next time with the components. But what's really nice to see is that some and most of the parts have now actually been made using modern manufacturing methods and modern materials, which should make this a lot more robust, a lot tougher, and a model that will last a lifetime and bring you years and years of enjoyment, as with all the Kyosho models, especially with the legendary series ones. Quickly, just so you know, when you order yours, you'll also need the following, and in a second we'll take a look at the manual inside, which will also have a couple of motor, ESC and servo recommendations and the size of the components that you should order with your kit. We, however, on this occasion already have our powered system, and it is going to be insane. Unlike the Kyosho Ultima we built, where we built a classic mid-range brushed basher, this is going to be a brushless Fantom. So quick, nimble and agile, you'll hardly see it around the track. So do watch out for the hardware fitting video coming in a week or so. Now let's take a look inside. And there it is. Looks so simple, doesn't it? But it's not simple, it's genius. And as we go through the mechanisms and components later on, you will see exactly why and see the fantastic engineering components of this model that are still being used in models today. So we have the wheels and tyres with that whole pattern, and of course they are pre-glued and pre-made because they're foams, so you won't need tyre glue for this model kit. And the main artwork, the body. How cool is that? In one of the next episodes, we'll be telling you exactly why this body is shaped like this and what it means for the aerodynamics and driving characteristics of this type of model. But one of the things I absolutely love and don't know why other manufacturers don't do this too is the fact that you've got the center point marked out on the body, which is so good. It just makes it that bit easier for the builder to create a high quality precision build. Especially if you're a beginner, it's a lot more satisfying to have a perfectly finished body and not have everything cut out of place. And the great thing about this model, and actually every one of the Kyosho models, is that they do help out with this. And let's face it, Kyosho have had more experience than anyone in putting together fantastic builder kits, which are a pleasure to put together. And it really does show in the materials, in the machining of the parts. They're just nice kits. And look, it's almost October, and dare I say it, this would make a dream Christmas present, or any type of present. Just like the Ultima, imagine opening this shiny kit up in the morning as a present and just spending a couple of hours slowly putting it together. And then the next day, hitting the track and giving it a real blast with your friends and family, and maybe even getting into racing. And that is what RC is all about. That beats any video game any day on a number of levels. Next in the box we have the manual. And again, it's a typical nicely laid out Kyosho manual, really easy to follow, with clear steps and pictures and everything you need to know to get your new model set up and running, as well as some really good setup tips towards the back of the manual. And as promised, just to give you a little head start before we show you the power system we'll be putting in ours, in case you wanted to pre-order or start sourcing any of the hardware for your Fantom build, Kyosho recommend either for a brushed setup the Kyosho Le Mans 30 turned brushed motor, part number 37021, and the Kyosho Speed waterproof 60 amp brushed ESC, part number 82245, which are both great bits of kit, especially the Kyosho Le Mans series motors. And for the brushless setup there, it recommends a Le Mans 480T 21.5 ton brushless motor and the Le Mans 240S ESC. And you can also see the recommended battery measurements there, and that's the biggest you can fit, as well as the recommended sizes for the ESC and receiver. And finally, the most important part, the stickers. These again look quality. Look at those designs. And actually, one thing I keep doing is thinking that there's two pages stuck together here, but actually they're just really thick, heavy stickers which should last you years. They're pretty heavy duty, which is great and what you expect from every Kyosho quality kit. But that's it from our super quick initial look at the box content and this fantastic brand new Kyosho Fantom. We will be keeping the episodes short, so in the next episode we'll be opening the packaging and taking a look at the components before we start building this race car and getting it out on multiple tracks where we'll be giving it a proper shakedown. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this. Please do subscribe for more content and do sign up to the coming RC Empire website for all your hobby needs and to get involved with the hobby world. Thank you for watching and see you soon.